One of the best things about social media is the idea of the apostrophe. See, I have a running theory as your pastor. So I'm going to tell you something I encourage you to do. Is when we are on social media, it's not about me telling you, go do this, go do that. But it's about having a pastor. Everyone should have a pastor that they go to and they listen. How can we live our life? And many times that's very practical. That's why on social media, sometimes I'll use capital letters. But the majority of the time, one of my favorite hobbies is to debate other Christians. I love it. And I've realized that my wife, Erica, she will be in the bed with me at nighttime. When you're there and we sit there on the bed and she has her phone, she's looking, but she's just sending me these pug videos. Look at this pug. This pug is jumping into the pool. And she turns to me and she said, what are you doing? And so I show her and she said, why are you debating those people? Why are you arguing with them? I said, I enjoy it. I like to argue with people. It's fun. I get real enjoyments. And what I have done recently, probably I would say for 3 years, probably since 2020, is I have stopped using grammar. Okay? Now I try to spell everything correctly. So many times I'll misspell words, and that's okay. But I really try to spell my words, but I do not use any apostrophes and I don't use any question marks. If I disagree with something, I'll put ... and I'll put periods, a lot of periods. It's just a lot of periods. Because in text, did you guys know the Bible has no commas? There are no periods in the Bible. Whenever they wrote it, when Paul the Apostle wrote it, from what we know, there was no periods, no commas, nothing like that. It was just words. Now later we added in, because if they didn't have commas, I'm telling you, English teachers would be really upset. It would get frustrated. It would be very difficult to read. And the idea is that everyone should be welcome to read the Bible. But I use periods because it helps you. It helps you understand the attitude. And so I encourage you with that. If you ever disagree with someone on Facebook, put those periods, because it causes you to look like you're just relaxed. Like, hey, this is what Jesus says, go into all the world and preach the gospel. Hey, the Bible says that you should go to church every Sunday. They can say, well, I don't believe in going to church. I don't think we need to have any house, we need to have a house church. And so you just put those periods in there. It's not, your English teacher will fail you. You will get a bad grade. But guess what? In communication, it's going to help. That's my theory. That's what I believe. Another good area is Facebook groups. Facebook groups is a great area. You can get connected. Okay, I have some political Facebook groups that I get on. And I'll talk about things, I'll argue about things. And then it doesn't include any of my friends. Because what happens is if you post something political, guess what? You get all your friends. You get the disagreeers, you get the good people. It's okay. You can do it. Just, you have to use wisdom. But I found for myself, Facebook groups is a great way. It's a great way you can get into a good community and you can be like, wow, the other people believe what I believe.